Forever thankful to every veteran's sacrifice. This is Vets and Coffee, the podcast. Finally, a podcast 100% about veterans. Looking at veterans making a difference in the veterans community. We'll help veterans, and we'll spotlight veteran-owned businesses and businesses that support and hire veterans. Plus, guzzle down some amazing coffee. Welcome to Vets and Coffee, the podcast. Now your host, Tree McLean.
Good evening. How y'all doing this evening? It's Sunday night. We are recording today at the VFW Post in Spring Branch, 8790. And we have the Post Commander R.G. Ruelas and the Auxillary President, Catherine Alexander, here with us today. And I want to thank y'all for being on the show.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Yeah. I was hoping to do it last weekend, but due to my recent hospital stay, it was just a little too much on me to do. So we're here this weekend doing it on this beautiful sunny day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a little water.
Yeah. So let's start out with the commander here. So who'd you serve with?
I served in the United States Army. I served with the 1st Cavalry Division. Who? I was in the 2nd Brigade, and I joined right after high school.
Yeah.
In July of 2001.
Wow.
So as you know, I was in basic training during September 11th.
Wow, that's something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you. And as anybody that joined the military, they could tell you basic training is pretty high speed, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And after September 11th.
Where'd you go to boot camp at?
I went to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
Okay. Yeah. I went to Fort Disneyland.
Oh.
Fort Dix.
Fort Dix. Yeah. Yeah. Like I was saying, after September 11th, you know, everything got real serious.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And, you know, all the training from then on, the rest of my military career, I'm telling you, I got to field all this new equipment, these new toys, these new technologies that was coming out. And I'm telling you, when I first joined my unit, I was a combat engineer here in Fort Hood. We had 113 vehicles, troop transport vehicles. We fielded the Bradley system, which is it's more of a combat tank. And I'm telling you, right off the bat, I was a driver, and then I got promoted. I was a gunner, and then I was a Bradley commander. So I'm telling you, I don't know if you've seen that movie Fury with Brad Pitt, when they say this is the best job I ever had. Well, when I was in the military, I'm telling you, I learned a lot of stuff. I met a lot of people all over the world. I tell everybody, I have 3 other brothers that my mom gave me. Well, the Army gave me thousands of brothers, and probably about 40 to 100 that are still close. You know? Yeah. And I'm telling you, unfortunately, I was listening to your intro. You know, when I was in Iraq, it was in 2004 and 2005. Every day we had bullets flying over our heads. And I'm telling you, we lost 7 in our battalion. 3 of those guys were in my company. So I'm telling you, it was pretty traumatic experience. But I'm telling you, at that time, the Army had got us from basic training through my unit up to par on training, that when we went out there, I'm telling you, we executed perfectly. And all our missions, I'm telling you, we're performing at a high level. So that's why I'm thinking, you know, I was able to come back, and most of my soldiers were able to come back. Yeah.
Good training. Yeah.
It
does the trick. Yeah.
Right. And I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt that my older brother was in. And at the time, he was a staff sergeant.
And he was Cav as well.
He was the 1st Cav also. And I'm telling you, I actually recruited him to the post. Last month, he actually sent me a picture where he actually upgraded his membership to a live membership here.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I follow them on social media, and I saw both y'all wearing your Stetsons.
Right. Yeah. And I'm telling you, he don't like taking the credit, but I'm telling you, I look up to him for a lot of the stuff I do. And I'm telling you, he's shown me the right way to do stuff.
Was he in the same type of unit as you?
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, he was actually a tanker. So they have the M1 Abrams and stuff. And I'm telling you a short little story. We're in Fort Irwin, California, training. And I'm thinking, I'm in this tank shooting, 25 millimeter rounds downrange, probably about 100 a minute. And here comes an Abrams, and their main gun, it's 120 millimeter, and they shoot one off. And I'm telling you, I'm thinking we got hit because of the percussion,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just like I'm telling you, when you're out there and you're training, and it's one thing, but when you go out to the battlefield and do it at a high level, I'm telling you, it's like a professional team
Yeah.
in any any sport.
So how's y'all's backs?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, my back is, I'll tell you, it doesn't help that I continue to run and I continue to, but I actually got 2 herniated discs and a fractured disc. So right now, as I sit, it hurts.
Yeah.
When I stand up and move around, it doesn't hurt as much. This morning, my wife's like, hey, let's go for a little run. So we're like, okay, let's do 2 or 3 miles. We ended up doing
And you did a run yesterday too.
yeah, we did the watermelon.
The watermelon run. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I continue to try to stay active,
Yeah, that's
and
good.
I'm telling you, it's something that I like to do, and I most important, I try to keep my mind busy.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, when the mind is a powerful thing, if you leave it idle, it can hurt you.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that's as a commander here, I see it every day. I see guys that come in, and we need to get them involved. We need to give them a purpose, And I think we've been doing a great job at that.
Yeah, y'all stay really busy over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then y'all just got your second award recently.
Right. Yeah.
And what was that for?
Well, we actually made an All-American. Yeah. So
All-American.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, it's
Let's bring that up again. Let's see that one.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I have a great team. I didn't do it myself. My counterpart, the Auxillary, they help us. They're pretty much our backbone.
Yeah.
They help us with everything we do. But I tell you, I got a great core of officers that take charge and help me recruit. I'm telling you, last year we had a banner year, like my old quartermaster would say. We actually went over 618 members. I think we're at 100. We finished the year at 113%. It was a pretty great year. I'm excited about this year. I think it's going to be a challenge to do what we did last year, but I think we have all the right pieces here to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That is. I try to follow a lot of the posts in Houston and the surrounding areas and so forth, but yours really stands out. It really does. Y'all do so much every weekend.
Right.
You always have something going on, and giving people things to do.
Right.
Which is good.
Right.
You're right. You got to keep your mind going. You do.
Right,
Just like I do. I mean, I had to shut down my leather and knife shop this year, 8 months ago, due to my health.
Right.
And to keep it going, I started this up.
Yeah.
And it's got my mind going and thinking about things to do and events to do and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. I'm working on something big with this right now too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't announce it yet, but I'm working on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we're cheering for you. I'm telling you, I've been following you. Like I talked to you earlier this morning about, the knives. I was like, man, I actually wanted to come to the shop and, check you out when you were in action building a knife.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It's just knives. You got to stand up and do it.
Right.
I tried sitting down and it's dangerous actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Using the grinders and the polishers, it'll rip it right out of your hands.
Right.
And I've had it happen, and it's just safer standing up,
Right.
so you can kind of like jump out of the way.
Right. Right.
And but it's just my legs would just go out from underneath me.
Right.
I have really poor circulation, neuropathy, and I get really bad nerve pain, and that nerve pain hits me sometime, and I just fall.
Oh wow.
So it's just safer not doing knives.
Right. Right.
I'm going to continue doing leather work, but the knife work I got to stop. So I've got 5 Patriot knives I want to finish.
Right.
I've done 411 of them.
411.
All donated or awarded individuals, and I can't do anymore. So I'm going to finish those 5, and
416 will be
it'll be
the
the
retirement.
End. Yeah. But I've got a friend that's a veteran. That's he's located out in Anderson, Texas.
Right.
And I'm going to teach him how to do them, and hopefully he can start doing them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So they raise a lot of money. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, the greatest, I'm on a lot of pain meds, but the greatest pain medication I tell people is I have an addiction.
Right.
And people say pain meds. I said, no, giving.
Right.
the feeling of all is when you give a knife and it raises $18,000 at one time at an auction.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was neat when that happened. And I've been auctions where it raised 12,000 and
Right.
stuff like that. But it's just the greatest high ever.
Right.
Is
And I'll tell
when
you,
get
that's something we push here on recruitment. You know, everybody served in the military that comes in here. Well, guess what? Just because you know, part of ways with the military, we're still serving. You can still serve your community. You know, you can still serve your posts and, you know, your families. So I'm telling you, that's something that's great. Yeah.
It is. It is. I really enjoy doing knives, and I was enjoying teaching people how to do it as well.
Right.
You know, I used to teach a lot of veterans that come in my shop how to do leather and knife work. You know, even had Vargas in there.
Oh yeah.
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 He did some one day. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
yeah. So well. So what do you do, Catherine?
Why don't I can follow that? But the auxiliary basically is the family members of our veterans that served in a foreign campaign. My dad was World War II. My husband's Vietnam. My brother's Vietnam. And I lost 1/3 of my high school class of 600 in the Vietnam War.
Wow.
So it's
Is your dad still around?
No,
Oh, I'm
unfortunately,
sorry.
my dad died about 15 years ago.
Oh wow.
My mother lived to 99 and died 3 years ago.
Wow.
So I'm going to have a long lifespan. So I have been involved with the USO when I was younger and with VFWs and American Legions all my life. That's what my dad had us do.
Mm-hmm.
So coming here to Houston in 73, I didn't join anything then. It was probably 2005 when I finally moved out in this area and had time to be much more involved with our military. And I've been here ever since. I've probably had every office, I think, in the auxiliary, and now this is my 6th year as president.
Here at this post.
Yes, at this
Yeah.
post. This is my
Awesome.
home.
Right.
Awesome, man.
This
She's
is my home.
awesome.
Yeah.
She's
So
a
you live
rock
in the
star.
Spring Branch area?
I built my house in 1976, and I've been here ever since. I live right up the street.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I grew up in this area too. I mean, Oak Forest, Garden Oaks area, but I mean, we used to come over in this area all the time.
Right.
Go ahead.
I don't. Well, you follow us here recently. We just had a name change for our street, and Catherine was instrumental on pushing that through City Hall and getting the permits,
Playing
getting
a
all the
part in
neighbors.
doing that.
Yeah.
I'm a super neighborhood president. It's a little easier for me to do it than most because I know everybody downtown, from the mayor down to city council
Yeah,
members.
I'm trying to think of the woman I knew that was a city councilwoman that was in this area.
Brenda Stardick.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
We've been friends for 20 years. I know Brenda
she's
very well.
she's a good gal. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Amy's awesome too.
yeah. She's a big supporter of HVD and so forth.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
I was HVD at one time, and I know a bunch of officers and everything. And I always go to lunch with them, and she would be at the luncheon all the time.
Right.
Yeah, she's a good gal.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So, what do y'all have coming up here?
And I'm telling you, we're busy. You know. Let me see. I was just looking at my notes because I'm telling you, every weekend we have something going on, and I just want to talk about this last weekend where we and give credit, you know, to the guys that made it happen. Our quartermaster Edgar Vargas. We had a blood drive,
Right.
you know, and we actually had a couple of sponsors that sponsors the burgers. So for anybody that would donate, we gave out a free meal. And I'm telling you, they got me too. You know, I was like, you know, I was trying to avoid them, but they're like, no, you know, you just keep drinking today. And like, I don't drink that much, but you know, I had to do that 5K in the morning. So, but like I want to give everybody credit to the Gulf Coast Blood
Bank.
Blood Bank. You know,
Mhm.
they were awesome. They set up in our auxiliary room, and you know, I'm telling you, everybody enjoyed it, and I learned a lot of stuff about donating and stuff like that. Yeah, and like I said, we participated in the watermelon run on Saturday.
Out in Hempstead.
Right, our district senior vice commander Buddy Grantham. You know, he's always out there with his the motorcycle group. Yeah. So Mike Contreras is his
The combat
nephew.
vets.
Yeah, the combat vets. Yeah. And I'm telling you, we had a couple other veterans support organizations that were out there, and I'm telling you, this, like here at the post, we just recently finished our back to school drive, where we sponsored a whole bunch of veteran families, and we actually sponsored one of our community partners, Spring Spirit, with you know, probably about 20, 30 backpacks.
23.
Yeah. So hey, like a
Thank
like,
you, Catherine.
right. Well, I'll tell you, she's my counterpart, and she helps me with everything.
They get to hand them out, and I do all the work.
Right. Well, you had a little.
I had help.
Yeah.
I was very fortunate. I did have help, a lot of
Right.
help this year.
Right. And I was surprised. You had a lot of the auxiliary members came out, and a couple of comrades to help them put them together.
I have some auxiliary members that can't be here often, but during that one, they'll come in the afternoon and put all the supplies out and come back and help fill them up.
So I see y'all are working with a high school now too.
We're with Northbrook High School, yes,
Right.
with
Yeah.
the sports, affiliated with the sports group.
Yeah, with the Booster Club. We were actually there last Thursday. We got to meet the coaches, and they actually come out here and help us volunteer during our socials, passing out food and stuff. And we'll help them. We sponsor teams, and you donate to their Booster Club. And I'm telling you, I'm actually on the alumni for Northbrook High School. And I'm telling you, I got probably about 10 of the guys I went to school that I recruited back here to the VFW. 2 or 3 of them are officers here.
Uh-huh.
So I'm telling you, yeah, we're from Spring Branch. I'm telling you, my service officer actually from Spring Woods High School. I don't know if you met him. He's probably about your height. Art Sanchez, probably about 6'4", 6'5". And I just found out this week that he actually played. He actually pitched for Spring Woods. Yeah. So we invited him over to Northbrook, and we got to meet all the coaches. But he knew some of the teachers
already.
from back then. Yeah. Yeah. So, Catherine, tell us about this September 11th. We're doing a program here.
September 11th, we're doing Remembrance Day, and we invite our police and our firemen. I'm going to invite some private EMS because they're just as important as the others out there. And I have a couple people that have family members that actually perished during that day. I'm hoping they'll be here. It's very hard on them to come. It's like same with Blue Star, Gold Star. It's the memories of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
One was our ex-councilwoman. It was her sister that was killed at the Pentagon. So I'm hoping she can come this year. She couldn't make it last year. Of course, we'll have Amy back here and other of our city councilmen. I think Mike Knox will be here, and I think Carbosh will be here also.
Wow.
Carbosh and I are great friends. Anything I want, he says, yeah, what do you need? I'm working on our commissioner too, Cagle.
Oh yeah.
He's going to try to make it over. Commissioner Cagle, I recruited, and he's a member of my auxiliary.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to have a commissioner on your side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It really helps.
Yeah.
So we are going to have that at 10:30, and then we have a special little PowerPoint that we show about the event. I'm hoping to have some pictures of before and after, so what it looks like today on
Right.
display, so that people can see them. We'll have a lunch, and we just want to thank them for all that they do.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
and all
awesome.
that our and usually we have the district commander comes
Right.
and some other post affiliates come with
Yeah,
and see it
yeah.
too. So
I've got some good connections in law enforcement. If you need any like specialized
Okay.
people out here, like K9 division or something like that,
Oh,
you
that'd
know,
be great.
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
I can call on them, see if they can come out.
I know the I can never know. He's a commander now. Like they changed their names. They used to be something else.
Yeah.
Out at the Northwest Station. I know him very well. He'll be
Yeah.
here, and he usually brings 15 to 20
Oh, that's
officers.
good. That's good.
And we've got 4 fire stations around here, so it's easy to get firemen.
Yeah, but
Down
you're
here.
invited also.
But you're invited too.
Yeah,
We'd love to
Come
have
join
you.
us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put on a nice program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, we just talked about the time, and we're gonna do it early because that day it's gonna be a busy day here.
Yeah, it is.
We're
It is.
actually
Yeah.
kicking off we're
Football
starting our football season here, so we're gonna be open on Sundays now. So right now we just got a kitchen manager, so he's gonna start cooking for us and stuff like that.
On Sundays?
Yeah, on
Oh, that's
Sundays,
awesome. Yeah.
So that's great because I'm telling you, like I tell my counterpart, me as a young veteran, I consider myself. I'm 40. I just turned 40, but I still have a 9 to 5, and sometimes it's hard for me to
You work
make
for
it
the
out.
post office, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like on Sundays, it's a perfect day to come and unwind, watch football, and relax, and join other vets, and play cornhole, whatever it may be. And then I'm telling you, that's why when I try to recruit a lot of guys. Yeah, we have an awesome bar here, but that's not who we are.
No,
You know,
the
and I'm
camaraderie.
telling you, the camaraderie between all the branches. And I'm telling you, we come in here, play pool, play cards, shuffleboard, or even cornhole. But I'm telling you, we need a lot of the guys when they come here, they tell me, "Hey, look, when I come here, I feel like I don't have to be afraid of anything. because you're around brothers, so everybody's comfortable and you could pretty much relax. Because I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff to do around town. But you go there, there's no telling who you're gonna run into or whatever. Here, I'm telling you, I heard it downtown when they said the Post. Everybody knows it's 8790, the VFW. And I'm telling you, we got 14 other posts here in Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
I don't hear much about them.
right, and I
Oh, they
think
know us.
right, and I think we're trying to change that because I know the guys at Tomball are doing a great job. The guys in
Yeah.
Cypress, even at Ellington,
And Katy.
and Katy, yeah.
And now, did Ellington get rebuilt yet?
No, they're in the works. They got something brewing, and they're gonna hopefully do a big splash for the BFW and that side of town. They got a pretty good core of officers over there that are trying to do something, and I'm hoping it works out. And we could have a big post over there in the Ellington area. But like I tell you, our district, we have a lot of. I'm really excited about the BFW and where it's going. Like I said, we're on social media a lot, so that's probably where you see us.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
something, we just had a district meeting, and I challenged everybody. I'm like, hey, listen, if you're not comfortable, find somebody that's on social media and push your agendas. Because I'm telling you, like with us, we have a lot of programs that we help. Like what you said with Northbrook High School, we have tell us about the scholarship, Voice of Democracy.
Yeah, this coming up, we has to be here by September 30th, I think. Is that the
Right.
deadline
Yeah.
date? And we have this program, which we've had for years, but it's very hard to get the local schools involved in it. And one is called the Patriots Pen for our middle school. And they have to write a 350-word essay on my pledge to our veterans. And the kids do this on the post level, and then the district, and then Department of Texas and national. National level, they can win a $15,000 scholarship.
Wow.
But this is just to get the kids knowing what a scholarship is and get them interested at a young age. So we're pushing our Patriots Pen, which is my pledge to our veterans. It's 350 words. Send it to this post or any post out there, and they would love to have them. Then on our Voice of Democracy, which is our high school program, it's why is the veteran important? It's the same type thing, 350-word essay up to 500, but they have to speak it. And they have to give us either their thumb drive or a disc, and we listen to it after we read it, and then we grade them. I have about 15 people that help me with our post only, and then I do it for the district. So I get them from, after they get to the district level, we take them all, and then we grade those and come up with the district winners that goes on to Department of Texas. But it's a great program for these kids to understand what scholarships are all about. Now, on the national level for the Voice of Democracy, it's $30,000 scholarship. I want to see a Texan. I have yet to see a Texan win to go to the national level.
Yeah.
So that's my goal in the next few years.
Wow.
And try
that's
to get
neat.
Spring Branch Independent School District on board, which I've gone through the back door, so I hope it's going to help.
That's great. So where's Northwoods at from here?
It's probably about three.
Not even 3 Mile Northbrook.
Right.
Yeah.
It's up at Campbell.
Less than a
Okay,
mile.
And Raiders Circle.
Yeah, I knew it was
Yeah.
somewhere.
It's right
there.
behind American Legion.
Oh, yeah.
Almost.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was over there and I did one with Hector.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in their backyard. But like I said, I'm a member over there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I see the need, and a couple of my members had kids in high school, and they approached me. I'm like, hey, listen, let's do it. Let's join forces, and let's bring them on board and see what they need. And then, like I'm telling you, I just talked to the Explorers director, and we're thinking about doing something big for veterans this football season. Down at Tully Stadium, and I'm excited about that because I'm telling you, we that's part of the BFW. We got to honor our veterans,
Mm-hmm.
but we got to give back too.
Oh,
Yeah. And like I said, we have other programs. Like last year, we recognized First Responder of the Year, and then we did the Medical Hero of the Year, which was actually my wife worked for Walgreens for a while, and we know this guy. He's been a pharmacist for like 40 years.
Oh, has to be 40.
Right, and he
He's
didn't
been
know
there since
anything
I moved
about
here.
it, so we rode up there, and present him a nice certificate. And I'm telling you, he was real grateful. He actually hit me up. He's like, hey, can you send me that picture? I gotta frame it.
That's neat.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's something that I want to focus here at 8790.
Yeah.
Supporting the community and highlighting those guys. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna challenge you this year. If you know of a police officer that's going above and beyond, we need them. We need to recognize them.
Yeah.
And we need to
I
highlight.
actually volunteer at LBJ Hospital.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm on the patient family advisory committee over there.
Right.
Yeah. And
Okay.
we do a lot over there. And I've gotten to meet a lot of people that go above and beyond as
Right.
healthcare workers too.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
we have the medical hero of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have a nursing program.
Wow.
And we have a very hard time finding these nurses that are going into their senior year. They can get a scholarship through us. But it's very hard to find nurses. The nursing schools don't want to assist you with that. I don't understand why, because we always let them know we have it. But that's another thing this year, to have a nurse that we can sponsor.
We're actually going to do a
Scholarship.
podcast at LBJ about hiring nurses and veterans
Mhm.
through LBJ. I mean, the head nurse, Derek Curtis, is a 22-year Army veteran.
Wow.
And he heads up the nursing program at LBJ.
Right.
And then the executive administrator, she's actually a Army veteran as well
Wow.
at LBJ. Yeah. So, and they got a lot of, I don't know, Ian Todd.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. He works there. He works at
He's our
LBJ.
member.
Yeah.
He
He just
member
got a
here.
new job over there.
Yeah. He's
That's
over. He used to be on our committee.
Yeah.
Working and handling our committee that I'm on, but he switched over to a new one, but it's
Right.
still connected.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a great guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I actually served with Ian in Iraq.
Really?
And I'm telling you, we never knew about it.
Yeah.
We're in the same division. He was in first CAF, supporting first CAF. We're there pretty much in the same time frame. Yeah. So I'm telling you, when I came here, I met him and like, oh man, we're probably side by side. We didn't
Yeah.
even know it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's something. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Yeah.
I'm telling you, this last month we just honor our Purple Heart recipients.
Mhm.
I got 2 of them that I actually went to high school with. One I served, and I was actually in the same unit with him.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm telling you, I believe 8790 is a strong post, because I'm telling you, we recruit a lot, and they see us out there in the community. So I'm telling you, like before, not no knocks on the older veterans and stuff like that, but I'm telling you, we went away from that, from being out. Other than parades, we weren't really visiting schools and stuff like that. And like I said, I might be wrong, but I'm telling you, this year and last year, we've been going to schools, visiting them, and asking them, hey, what do you need? And then we'll come over here and brainstorm, fundraise, and we'll go ahead and try to help them out, whatever we can with. Yeah, this last year, we actually got challenged from national. You okay?
Yep.
Okay. We actually got challenged from national to go ahead and yeah, Sherry's over there. Yeah, and to sponsor a park. So we actually went down the street and probably brought out some ROTC cadets and a big group of veterans. And I'm telling you, we cut the lawn, we redid the gazebo, we planted plants around it. And I'm telling you, this stuff that we had a couple of neighbors stop by, and they were like, hey, that was pretty awesome of y'all to do it. But I'm telling you, I think we have to create that culture that we have to give back to our neighborhoods.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
Well, thanks to
Yeah.
RG and his wife, they put me on the CIT program. I'm a CIT rep over at the Spring Branch Elementary.
Mm-hmm.
This is my second year. Through what we've worked with the teachers and that, it is now an A-rated school from F.
Oh,
in
yes.
2
I
years.
just heard that.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all have a lot of the combat vet motorcycle equipment here too?
Well, I'm telling you, I don't ride myself. I got Buddy Grantham. He's actually big on that. And I actually challenged him. I'm like, hey, buddy, we need to get a group here, And I'll tell you, the BFW does have a big group.
Yeah.
I've been talking to Tom about maybe doing a relay and having them come here and stop. And
Yeah, they came out to, when I was filming a podcast at the Rescue for PTSD,
right.
where Bailey and I had to go to school at in Tomball to be at
Oh,
VFW.
yeah.
They showed up.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, what is going on? Why are they all here?
Right.
And they had the whole parking lot full of bikes and everything.
Right.
They came in and presented Laura Murray, the director of the Rescue for PTSD, a check for $10,000.
Oh, wow.
They donated, yeah,
That's
so that
awesome.
more veterans can get to training and so forth to have their own service dogs.
Oh, man, that is awesome.
Yeah, so that's a neat bunch. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they are. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll tell you, yeah, I'm telling you, that's one of my goals too. Like I'm saying, if we could actually get a big group here. Right now, we're in the talks with Boy Scouts to get in a charter group out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
Or even having them host them here to do their meetings and stuff like that. So, like I said, we're really busy.
Bailey.
You know, a lot of people approach us about doing stuff and working with them. And I'm telling you, if we could fit them into our agenda, you know, I, I welcome it.
Yeah.
Anybody really that comes out.
We've been fortunate. Brookdale, which is the senior center over near Memorial City Mall. Since we have our community outreach now, we have one of our members, which is Betty Picola, that she goes over there and she started a veterans group over there and has meetings like once a month on a Thursday. Well, due to that, their marketing director called me and they purchased the backpacks for us this year. And they're also willing to help us with meals when we're doing events, and they're doing that for 9/11.
Right.
So it's really good to find other organizations that want to partner with us. And she just loves it here. She felt so comfortable. She said, I like this place. So on a Wednesday night, we're going to try to do a happy hour for them. And they'll bring them over on their bus and let those veterans and those members come over here to see what our post is all about.
Right.
Well, that is neat.
Mhm.
That is really neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we take all ages. We start young up to the old. We
Right.
want them all.
Right. And like I said, actually, our senior vice commander, Victor Ramirez, was actually out there with Betty.
With Betty.
And, he did a little presentation on, on
His
story.
experience.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm telling you, that's what it takes sometimes for us to go out there and build relationships to bring them back here. Like I'm telling you, this last couple of years, we brought in a lot of young families. Like you say, my family, my kids love coming to the post. My
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
ones-
Y'all look like y'all have a good time when you come out here.
Right. And I'm telling you, I got my wife, Maria, man, she's my biggest supporter, and I'm telling you, she was here this morning helping me, set up and stuff. Yeah. And like I tell you, I think that's just a culture we got to make in the VFW. We got to bring these young families in, give them a purpose, make them feel welcome, and have them. Like I said, my little girl is 3 years old, and she always tells my wife, "Hey, let's go to Daddy's post," and I'm telling you, they're always ready to come out here and have that we have a room where they're going watch movies and play games and stuff. So they're always meeting other kids here. So that's awesome.
That is. I mean, to get the family involved, that is a good idea.
Oh, Becca just loves to see all of us. They don't even know half of the stuff she does.
Oh,
Gets to do.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, my boy, he's 9 years old. He plays baseball at a high level, and he loves the military. He loves anything that has to do with camo or Nerf guns.
What do you do for the post office?
Oh, right now I'm back to carrying mail. I
Oh, you are?
supervised for about 3 years,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, I had to take a break because I'm telling you, I take a lot of time off. So when you're supervising, it's a short group. So, you can't take every Saturday.
You work
off.
here in Spring Branch? Or?
Yeah, I actually work down the street, probably about 2 blocks from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm thinking about it, going back into management. And I'll tell you, they asked me a couple of times, "Hey, when are you coming back?" And I tell them, it's a big responsibility being a commander here. I'll tell you, we cover a lot. And that's why I felt I had to kind of take a step down to be able to be more accessible and have more time. Because I'm telling you, this year, probably work about 3-4 days a week, because I'm taking time. Either we have events here, golf tournaments or other stuff. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm having a great time. I love what I do. I love giving back, because I'm telling you, if I didn't love this, I would have been tired already.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, every day I wake up, I thank God that I'm still alive, and I'm telling you, I still feel I have a mission every day to give back. And I'm telling you, yeah, sometimes we have days that we're like, oh, today I lost this one. But guess what? You go to sleep and the next morning, hey, we got to win this battle. Every day's a battle. Let's win it. Yeah. And like I said, we have a great team. I have a great auxiliary. And, I want to thank all my guys, all my members here. They did this. The All-American, we got all stayed. We actually finished number 5th post in Texas out of nearly 300. So I'm telling you, we did a lot of stuff that put us in a map, statewide and nationally. And I'm telling you,
you got an award of some sort recently, didn't you? I saw you holding up a certificate with
Oh,
someone.
my plaque.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
right over there. Yeah. That was for the street naming, the management district.
Okay.
That's
Right.
the actual ribbon, part of the ribbon that was cutting.
Okay.
And they put Mike Knox's proclamation to us in there because we got 3, I think, that day from Mike and
Right.
Amy and from the mayor.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Proclamations,
Mike
yeah.
Knox actually lives in the neighborhood.
Was
Yeah.
that?
He
Mike
actually
Knox lives here.
lives in the
Yeah, yeah.
neighborhood.
Oh,
probably
he's ex-police too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Yeah.
a couple blocks from here.
He's the
So-
past director of the management district too.
Oh, okay.
You didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. Is it,
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I can remember that. Bring
Mm-hmm.
that up because that's
Oh,
neat. You know.
It was very nice. They were very instrumental for that day. They made sure we had the ribbon. They made sure they had everything we needed up there to do that. They came and presented us with something too for it. I've been on that board for over 20 years. I was put on there by Dwayne Bohack when he was in
I
office.
remember him. Yeah.
And they want me there. I stay there because I represent the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Because I'm the last of the super neighborhood presidents that if you're no longer super neighborhood president, you can't be there. You have to represent a business. So I represent 2 businesses plus the super neighborhoods
Wow.
on that
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, you think I'm busy. She's a
guys-
busy
guys are
lady.
good help there.
I still
You
work
know.
too. I still work. I run
Oh, yeah.
a oil field engineering company. I'm the office manager and the executive assistant to the president.
Wow.
So I'm very busy,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
busy also. But you just find a way to make it work.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I was in during my last podcast. We were laughing, myself and Heather Herlong, and
Yes.
we started talking about stuff. And I ran into a mailman
Right.
in my neighborhood delivering mail,
Right.
and he was my ranger buddy, battle buddy from boot camp,
Oh, no way.
and he was a little Asian guy.
Right.
Mhm.
And one night while we were out in the field doing training, I could hear him going, "Help,
Right.
McLean, help, help." I woke up, like, "What's wrong?" He goes, "I've fallen." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I'm in the foxhole. I can't get out."
Oh, wow.
Well, our foxhole had 2 levels, mine
Right.
and his,
Right.
and he fell on my side of the
Oh,
foxhole,
wow.
and he couldn't get out because he's a little bitty guy.
Yeah.
And so he caught hell from that for the rest of the time, But I mean, as soon as I saw him, I started laughing, and I saw
Right.
him, But I was like, the chance of him coming here.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, even at the post office, I'll tell you, probably about 50 to 60 of the workforce are veterans.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm telling you, I got probably about 10 guys from that I work with. And like I'm telling you, talk to them about benefits and stuff like that. And like I tell everybody, I might not be a subject matter expert on everything, but guess what? I probably know somebody. And I'm telling you right now, we have by far one of the best service officers we had in a long time, Art Sanchez. So like I tell them, hey, listen, come in here and network, because I'm telling you, like, so a lot of people, they're afraid to ask questions. They're afraid to put in their claim. And I'm telling you, it's funny you said that. I actually just met a 94-year-old veteran probably about 2 days ago. He just moved from Massachusetts. He lives probably about 3 streets from me. Never filed any claim. And, he's got a bag of issues. And I told him, hey, come by the post, bring your DD-214, and we'll try to help you out. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but we'll put you in the right direction. So I'm really hoping
Is
he comes out.
WW2 veteran?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Wow.
94 years old. And I'm telling you, up in Massachusetts, he was involved with the American Legion. But I told him, hey, I need you to join my post. That'd be an honor. And
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I think his name was Jerry. I'm like, yeah, I'll come in next week. So I'm really looking forward to helping him, because I'm telling you, I see a lot of people doing a lot of great things for World War II vets. A lot of the, I think now the focus, it's on the post 9/11 vets, because that's the bigger pool. But there's a lot of Vietnam vets that need the help.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I'm telling you, I just found out there's a World War II guy that hasn't received any help.
I've got a
Yeah.
couple of Vietnam veterans in my neighborhood I help out.
Right.
I take them grocery shopping or shopping at Walmart, or they're not really into driving,
Right.
One does still drive. In fact, I helped him get a new truck after he wrecked his.
Right.
And after I got out of the hospital 2 months ago, he said, "Hey, let's go out to lunch. I'm going to take you."
Right.
I said, "Okay." And I discovered why he wrecked his truck.
Mhm.
I'll never ride with him again.
Oh.
Yes, they can be a little scary.
Ooh, it was scary.
We've been fortunate, I think, in the last 3 or 4 months. You have a couple elder members that joined too, because their
Right.
wives have joined my auxiliary, which they never joined an auxiliary before, never even wanted to. So we just want all ages. We're here to help our veterans of any age
Right.
and any of them that wish to help. And with the auxiliary, it was very hard to get members to help do things and be part of it. And that's what was my goal as president, to get them more active. I mean, maybe you can't come to the meeting every month, but you can help. Like the school drive stuff or hamburger hot dog night, or if we're having an event, just come help us be part of it.
Right.
How does someone come out here and sign up?
Right. Well, I'm telling you, we're open Wednesday through Saturday from 3 to 9. They're welcome to come in and either talk to one of us. I'm telling you, we're trying to get it to where we can do it online. But I'm telling you, a lot of the older guys that want to come and actually sign up. I actually got some applications in my door, in my mailbox, for both auxiliary and comrades. But like I'm telling you, we have a lot of stuff like Thursdays we have yoga. We just started telling them about this Veterans Excursion Brigade.
Oh,
yeah.
This is cool. It's a veteran excursion grade. It's normally the older ones because they can go during the week. And I think in August, they went up to the George R. Bush Library and to this museum up there and took a tour up there and College Station. The Harris County bus takes them there.
Wow.
We have scheduled with them, as again I said, have a pool with Harris County. And they go up there, and they went up there. They had 25 or 30 people, most of them older, probably ages 45 to 60, something like that, maybe older. One was 92. He was a World War II vet, 96.
Right.
And they toured that. Then they went to a winery, and then they went to lunch up there, and then they come back. So other people hear about that. And a couple came in because they want to just join because they want to be part of that. So which is okay if that works. And we're going to a game, a night game at the Astros on September the 9th. Everybody signed up. We got the tickets have come in, and I think the 45 or 50 people for that one. Yeah.
Wow. It's gonna be a big group. Yeah.
And that's even open to the families with the kids
That's
too.
great.
So,
Great.
yeah.
So if you need a place to go to, have you ever heard of Hart's Museum in Huntsville?
You know what? They did. That was one of the first.
They went the first.
They
trips
went there.
They
Okay.
went to Huntsville for a museum. I don't know if it was that one, but
It's up by the Texas Prison Rodeo Museum.
Right.
Yes,
right.
that's where they
Yeah.
went. Mhm.
Yeah,
That's they
a
went
neat
down
place.
to
Schulenburg for the
yeah.
churches.
Yeah, and I
The
think
painted
they're
churches.
they're
Yeah.
planning on going down to Galveston and other trips.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
They've
telling you,
got the whole summer or the whole fall planned out.
That's great.
It's like, you want to do it, here it is, take it on.
right,
It's-
right, and then, like I said, it's one of the things. It was actually my surgeon, Greg Jackson, and his wife Lydia. They brought her up to me, and I was like, "Well, listen, got a tight schedule during the week. If you could run with it, I'll back it." And they did. And like I'm telling you, up to now, like they run it.
You said he's your surgeon?
Yeah, he's a post surgeon here.
Oh,
He's
okay.
actually a Vietnam veteran, amputee. I'm telling you, he doesn't
Purple
like
Heart.
he doesn't like the spotlight, but he actually has like a silver scar and a Purple Heart. I'm telling you, and by the way, he's my ringer on the golf. This guy has one leg. I'm telling you, sometimes I get a little frustrated, and I tell him, Greg, you're cheating. You got that extra weight over there, But it's just, it's just an excuse for my game,
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a real great guy. Yeah, and I'm telling you, they're real active, him and his wife, with yoga, and even now with this trip brigade. Yeah. So, like I said, our post, like Catherine was saying, we have a lot of stuff going for the younger vets all the way to the older vets, and I'm telling you, it's something that we have to create, a mission for everybody to do something and get involved. Yeah.
She wants some attention.
I know,
yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah. Oh. Actually, I got some nerve pain in my leg right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And
so she knows.
She picks up on it all the time,
Oh, okay.
and she knows to comfort me and all that. Yeah.
Wow.
Last night I had a rough night, but
Yeah.
she was real good to me. Yeah, she's awesome. But y'all are an unbelievable post.
Right.
Y'all really are.
I can tell you, everybody that walks in the door, and I was here yesterday for most of the day, and we had a fundraiser for somebody that lost their lives in a fire, an accident. Did you know she burned to death and they couldn't get her out?
Oh,
right.
Horrible. And the people that were here, some of them were members, some weren't. It was
Right.
also a motorcycle gang. It was
Group. Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
what do you call it?
Yeah, let's
Dirty
not say
Branch,
gang.
they're called, or something
Right,
like that.
right.
And I
Yeah.
was laughing with them about it. But they said they never felt so comfortable in a place in a long time.
Well, y'all have a big facility too,
Oh, yeah.
which is a plus. I've been to some posts that are like, "What is this?"
Right.
You know, it's
Size
like
of this
a
room.
shack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, we got 2 great halls. We got our A room upstairs. Sits about 350 people.
450.
450. And we have the B room, which
158.
right. And I'm telling you, Catherine is precise on all these numbers. Yeah. And I'll tell you, we rent them out, and we actually donate them to nonprofits. If they come and work with us, we have a lot of stuff that's going on, and a lot of groups are using them, throughout the year. So, like I said, BFW, we're a private club here, but I'm telling you, we're open to helping the community and the city, whatever we can. And like I tell all my comrade commanders, hey, if you have any questions on anything, hit us up. We might not have the perfect solution, but we could tell you what we do and how we proceed on any given mission. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be going out to the VFW Post in Katy
Okay.
and talking to their curator of their museum. They have a museum out there.
Right.
I've never been there. I mean, I've been there, but not inside.
Right.
And he's actually, I worked with him at the Department of Justice.
Oh, okay.
And he's a Vietnam veteran and a Gold Star recipient, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And he is a Vietnam veteran and so forth, and he's very active at the VFW Post out there. So I'll be interviewing him soon.
Right. Well, I actually know the commander over there, Terry Higginbotham. He was actually presenting the colors for this watermelon run with they presented the colors on there. And I'm telling you, I meet them every time I go down to Austin or Corpus Christi or Oklahoma. So yeah, I'm in talks with him of doing something jointly too.
Yeah.
And but I'll tell you, I haven't visited. I've been around there because there's some softball fields and baseball fields there, but I haven't really made it out to the museum. But I would like to go out there and check it out.
Yeah, I went to an event out there that was in a field.
Okay.
I never got inside, but yeah, they do a lot out there too.
So they're back at their old place again? Because, Katy closed it down or condemned it or something years ago.
Well, I think they use it as a museum. It's open, but it's owned by Katy. But they use it for their meetings and stuff like that.
Open the building
I
back
don't
up.
really know the whole story, but yeah, I want to go check it out, man.
It used to be the American Legion and the Post met
really?
at that building. Then the city, when they were getting in growth, they condemned it and said they couldn't meet there anymore, and they were meeting in a strip center someplace.
Right.
And then I heard they're back over there again because whatever the city was going to do, it fell through, so they gave the building back to them to use.
Right.
Yeah, I go. Actually, there's a store in Katy that sells a coffee.
Okay.
Midway Meat Market.
Okay.
And they're about to reopen their restaurant soon. They burned down 2 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, that's a really old store that's been in Katy for 50 plus years.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for the
thank
coffee,
you.
man. This is
That's really
great.
cool.
We talked about it once before about having maybe a coffee for the Post. So
Right.
I didn't want to use any logos, in case I
Right.
didn't get in any trouble. So I
I
just
like
called
that.
it the 8790 blend.
Right.
Let me put that in front of the camera there. Oh, there it is right there. And this is the KP Duty breakfast blend.
Right. Okay.
And then I got the
I love that one, the DD2
DD2.
14.
I like that.
bourbon. And then that one is one that everyone hates.
Right. The burnt pit dark roast. Yeah.
Burn Pit Dark
Right.
Roast. Right.
Right. Well, listen, I got something for you on behalf of the BFW. We're sending you with a coin. And I'm telling you, it's pretty nice.
That's a beauty. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I thank you for that.
It has a cross malt on one side, and actually you put it down and it spin off of it. Yeah. Yeah. And it has 5 branches. Now we got to squeeze in there, Space Force
Space
in there.
Force, yeah.
Yeah.
You got Space Force on there too?
No, not that's a previous coin.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we
Yeah.
got to work on that one.
Well, you want to know something? I had coins made up for the Patriot knife.
Right.
I got to get more made up. And the guy says, well, I noticed you have all the branches on the back except for the Coast Guard.
Right.
I said, well, when I was serving in the military, the Coast Guard was Department of Transportation.
They were
He's
water
like,
Uber.
what?
Yeah.
It's like, well, it was, man. But,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
but
guess-
no, I got to get new ones made up and add them as well.
We forgot to tell you that we do 4 parades a year. We have a float, and we have an Elvis impersonator that sings. And
I've seen pictures of the Elvis in person.
Mhm.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
good.
he's
real
good. And
Yeah.
it's really a fun thing. We get the kids to help us hand out flags and poppies, or adults, and a lot of them ride at the float and listen to him. And that's done a lot for us in the past years to know who we are in the city of Houston. Because, is the Post going to be there? I know the Village is over here. If we're not in it, they're upset. We've done the Village parade for 28 years,
Wow.
and they're always looking forward to us to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. And this year, fortunately, because our guys got too old to do it, our World War II vets, I commissioned with the Texas Guard. and they are our honor guard. They're our color guard
That's
for every
cool.
parade that we do.
That's cool.
And if I forget to call them, they call me. You haven't put your thing in yet for us
Right,
to be
right.
there. I said, okay.
Right. They do a good job.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they decided they wanted them to be in the front of the parade. And I says, no, sorry. He said, we're commissioned to them. We can't do that. And he says, well, why not? I says, well, because there's a protocol and you just can't take them for the front of the parade. He says, well, I'll take all of you then. I said, okay. So we
Right.
led the parade this year.
Right. That was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I'm admiring my new challenge coin here.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, I
nice.
like
It got
that.
some weight. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it nice and heavy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I appreciate that. If anyone's wondering what all the noise is in the background, that's
The dog.
Bailey.
Tail.
Daily, come here.
Bailey's tail.
That's her tail.
Plays the drums.
She loves banging it on the legs. But hey, I appreciate y'all letting me interview y'all. I love this post so much. Y'all do a lot,
Right.
and it's just an honor to be here.
Thank you.
Well, thank
Dave,
you
for
so
coming
much.
out.
I thank
Glad
y'all.
to have you.
Yeah, and we'll do it again if you have some big events coming up, maybe.
Right.
Because I'm working on a new project. I'll let you know about in a second. I just want to announce it on the air yet.
Right.
But when I get it, it'll be good for events.
We'll have our big, it was in February we're having it. We do the Veterans Appreciation event
Oh
every
yes.
year.
With,
It's going to be
Timothy
in
Smith,
February.
yeah.
Mhm.
And it's growing. It's growing real big. You know. I think in January we're doing the Blue Star Gold Star.
Blue Star, Gold Star.
We're teaming up with the district now to make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, we just stay busy. You know,
Yeah.
all year long.
I do stuff with Blue Star Moms too.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we'd love to know some of them to come because
Yeah, yeah. Well, there was there was one chapter in Houston, and they meet up in Humble,
yes. Mhm.
and at the American Legion Post, it's a little shack up there.
Yeah, we've been up there.
Yeah, that
Meet
little
with
shack
them.
they have by the baseball fields.
Right.
Yeah, and then some of them broke off, and they started a Spring Creek chapter, which is Montgomery County.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the ones in Houston, I don't see much of what they're doing anymore.
No, I think COVID has really stopped a lot
I
of
think
that.
it has,
Mhm.
yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
that. I mean, we were real slow during COVID. We
Oh,
tried
yeah.
to do as much as we could, but it's a hard build up for everything.
Yeah, that's why I started the coffee business during COVID
Mhm.
to try and help out different organizations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if y'all want to get more of this, I'll
Oh,
set
yeah.
you up and everything.
We'll
But
hit you up. Yeah.
yeah, but
Well, we should
that's
do a
y'all's,
coffee. Should do a coffee thing here someday. That would be
Right.
fun to
Yeah.
do.
Well, I'm telling you, I just got an email for Carson Coffee. And,
Oh, really?
They're having it somewhere else, but that would be a great idea to have
Yeah.
it here
Yeah.
and bring you
Yeah.
in. Maybe you get a couple of those guys in
Yeah.
a podcast.
Oh, yeah. So yeah. So all right, y'all. We appreciate y'all, and I thank you. And I just something I always bring up at the end of my shows is never let them be forgotten.
Never.
Never. And let me post that up there. My picture I always show up there. And once again, I thank y'all for coming out. And y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
You've been listening to Vets and Coffee, the podcast. As you can see, veterans and coffee are Tree's passions, and we want to make a difference in the veterans community. And with your help and continued listenership, we'll do exactly that. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to like, rate, and review. And we'll be back soon. See you next time on Vets and Coffee, the podcast.